And let's talk about this real quick because I did want to bring this up. I actually am uploading a video currently, or it should be uploaded very soon, discussing this. But Ime Udoka, so Nick Nurse might be fired by the Toronto Raptors, and if he's fired, the Rockets are interested in Ime Udoka, but their backup plan is Nick Nurse. The Raptors, if they fire Nick Nurse, they want to hire Ime Udoka. So basically, Ime Udoka are either Rockets or Raptors. We probably think the Raptors, and then the Rockets would be like, all right, we'll take the spare parts in Nick Nurse, who is still one of the best coaches in the league, in my opinion. But let's get right into it. What are your thoughts from this initial report? Are you shocked by this?
No, I absolutely love it. Ime Udoka is the perfect coach. He's a great leader of men. He gets the most out of his players, and I would love it. Come to Houston.
Come to Houston. All right. Come to Houston, baby. I think, look, I'd rather Ime go to the Raptors, and I think the better coach for Houston is Nick Nurse. Nick Nurse, 3-point modern guy. Supposedly Nick Nurse is actually interested in the Rockets job. Like, there's actual like mutual interest. So for me, I think that's like really cool. And hey, what is your initial thoughts when you look at a situation like this? How, like, because people are gonna try to act like Nick Nurse is a bad coach, but do you agree? I think the problem here has been more Masai Ujiri not giving Nick Nurse the proper like young players to develop, and just not helping him have a team to really, it's been this, it just feels like they've done the same stuff for the last 4 years and expected different results since winning championship. Like what they say, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results.
Yeah, I mean, they need shooters, and they've needed shooters for quite some time now, but they also got horrible injury issues in the last 2 years before this year. And yeah, I think change is
needed,
and it's coming.
Change is coming. Do you think Ime Udoka, what do you think will be, do you think the team will stay the same? I mean, he's a leader of men, we all know that, but we also know that he had an unfortunate end to his time in Boston. So I don't know. I think it's definitely something to look at. Well, it's just weird because everyone's going to be like, well, he's a predator. And I'm like, I don't know. It's like, what's his face last night? Greg Popovich, one of the most progressive head coaches in the NBA, came out and showing support and said that he expects Ime Udoka to be on the bench soon.
Yeah. People make mistakes.
Yeah.
And, I don't know Ime's personal life, so can't really.
Yeah.
I don't really have an opinion on it.
Maybe at least like the Raptors will have a guy to go party with. Supposedly Ime Udoka, big partier.
Well, then Houston's the place to go.
You think?
Over James too.
Oh, you think he's a big fan of the cheeks? The burlesque dancers?
Well, I would imagine. If I had to guess.
I heard a story where a local Boston like news media company were trying to interview Ime and his wife, and somebody was like, nah, they ain't together, like, because like they're only together like they're estranged. But let's pivot right here and let's talk about Nick Nurse to potentially to the Rockets. Do you like that? If Ime goes to the Raptors, because I just think the better fit is Raptors get Ime because they're trying to be championship. Nick Nurse is a great, developer of talent, in my opinion. I think he's the perfect coach for for Houston, and I think he'll get a long leash. And imagine, what if James Harden comes back and they have Nick Nurse as the coach? That's a whole 3-point shooting team that would just eliminate you with the 3-point shot, because that's what Nick Nurse loves: transition and 3-point shots. He's Daryl Morey's project, like a coach version of what Daryl Morey would want.
Yeah, I'd rather have a cardboard box coach my Houston Rockets right now, so I'll take definitely Nick Nurse.
Did you know this is the last year of Steven Silas' contract that is guaranteed?
Thank God. It's one of the worst records ever.
Supposedly, that's part of the reason why he's gone such a long leash. Is his contract was fully guaranteed for so long that they just couldn't, like, they just were like, look, it's going to be way too much money to move on. It's kind of sad that that's like their,
yeah.
But that was their whole reasoning for. So I don't know. I think Nick Nurse also, I think it would help going to a team like the Rockets if he can make them good again. He would rebuild his image because I still think he's one of the best coaches in the league. I just think his time with the Raptors, they've made it seem like he's not a great coach, and I think that's messed up. When I think he's one of the better. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, expectations get high, and when they're not winning,
people are getting mad, you know?
People will get antsy.
Exactly. So for me, I think it's just it was a bigger thing than people were imagining. So for me, I think as more and more time, like, you know, if he gets that opportunity, if he can turn the Rockets into looking like a competent basketball team, everyone will be giving Coach of the Year because they looked like shit for 4 years with Steven Silas. And if he can make them look like an actual basketball team in 1 year, like, even if they don't win a bunch of games, like that, they just look like competent, you know? Do you agree with me that he would be someone that would be a front runner for Coach of the Year? But I just, yeah, you know me, I've talked about how much I love Nick Nurse. I think he's literally such a smart coach, and his journey. If you guys want to read a really good autobiography, go read the autobiography of Nick Nurse, because it's one of, if not, in my opinion, one of the best autobiographies you can read in, like, about coaching. And if that's something that you're like, if you're in, like, I love reading anything basketball related. I don't know if you're like that at all. I live off the basketball stuff. No.
Good.
All right, let's change. Let's pivot. Let's talk about something else, because I know this isn't what's getting your feathers rumpled right now. Am I right? Ruffled.
Yeah.
Also, what are your thoughts of Dacian Nix off the team this offseason?
Yeah.